Hi guys, welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, and my name is Ronald Wekomakusha. So we need to continue reflecting and taking a look on what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. So we are evaluating this very important issue and see. I have seen so many questions which are saying VP Chiwenga is a threat to President Emerson Mnangagwa. Personally, I doubt. I do not believe that VP Chiwenga is a threat to President Emerson Mnangagwa. He was neutralized a very long time ago. And it's well explained here by Set Free Nerera Mafukidze. It's very important for us to take a look on what he says. Then I tell you my own views and thoughts. He says, read the tweet quoted to have an understanding of what is now happening in the Ministry of Health. Suddenly, there is new focus on health institutions in Zimbabwe by ED and his crew. But when Chiwenga was minister, nothing meaningful was happening there. This was systematic to prevent Chiwenga from outstanding the master ED. There is a lot of money to be made in the health sector to revive health services. There will be huge investments in equipment, procurement, consumables, procurement, and construction of health services facilities and their renovations. Against this background, it becomes easy to notice the presence of those who sabotaged Chiwenga as a health minister. It won't be long before we all see the return of Health Ambassador Dr. Amai. She wouldn't miss all these contracts in healthcare. She will make some noise initially and then make some good money. This is what Comrade South Free says. So before we get into his analysis of February 12th, let me give you my own views regarding this whole issue. I believe that VP Chiwenga made a mistake when he accepted that role as the Minister of Health. That is when he ended his political ambitions. If he had ambitions to become the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, somehow he was not supposed to take up the role of being a Minister of Health. Because under his watch as the Minister of Health, nothing was moving. Nothing. But right now, they are trying to show some flames of doing ABCD. So, within ZANU-PF, VP Chiwenga proved to be somebody who was out of touch with reality. So, if VP Chiwenga had maintained his position as the vice president alone, he would have lived way better than now. He would have, at that time, he would have built a better legacy within ZANU-PF than now. So, if you take a look on his career, they are marking, okay, from the military, you came into the new government, you were presiding over the Ministry of Health. Were the cancer machines functional? No. Were MRI scans available? No. Were CT scans available? No. Were the salaries better for the health workers? No. All those issues, very important issues. What is there in history is that he fired the nurses. Just to say, all nurses were fired simply because we are protesting. Those are the issues written on his legacy. So you see that in ZANU-PF Team Zimbabwe, they will neutralize you very easily and quickly by simply deploying something which will work against you. But chichiuya chinoita sokuti it's a benefit yauri kupiwa mukuru mudara and you are being set up. So let us get on to what Set Free was referring to as. He said the Zimbabwean health sector brings a lot of sadness, and it's unfortunate that those responsible have turned a blind eye and they continue to do so. I have often blamed General Constantino Chiwenga for all this, as he is the Minister of Health, but something tells me the whole issue might not even be Chiwenga from the way I see things. Taking a step back and looking at the time the so-called new dispensation came and the investment in the healthcare sector, President Mnangagwa's wife, Auxilia, one wonders what happened to the FL's zeal. So the FL became an authority in the healthcare sector, while Dr. Obedemo was Minister of Health. She went around shouting at healthcare workers, nurses in particular, not forgetting the NatFam trace down of its executives by Dr. Amai. So he went on to say during that time, the First Lady was appointed health ambassador, and we all thought she could influence public healthcare development and upgrade facilities. This was to be suddenly a COVID-19 scandal was on the surface, involving a close associate of the first family. And going to say one deleting through his company Drugs International, the Drugsgate scandal then claimed the Minister of Health, Obadamon, who was sacked for allegedly being involved in the shady deal. After Dr. Moyo was fired, one would have thought his deputy, John Chamnoro Mangwiro, would naturally step in, but that was not to be word of the president, and his deputy clashed on the issue with Chiwenga backing Mangwiro, while ED and others thought Chiwenga then took the post. Now that General Chiwenga had assumed the position of Minister of Health, suddenly the resourcing of that ministry ceased to be a priority. Resources were now shifting to other areas such as roads, dams, etc., which also draw a lot of controversy in terms of transparency now. I see the current state of healthcare as a victim of the factional politics in ZANU-PF. This whole sabotage of ministry, while detrimental to the Zimbabwean population, could be an act meant to put General Chiwenga in a very bad light and present him as a lesser player in Zimbabwean politics. It is possible to make sure he does not appear as an individual with abilities to lead anything successful. But who am I? What am I saying? Maybe I'm wrong. Only time will tell. So this is what he had came to confirm when he made that tweet, which we started to actually deal with. So one way or the other, we will have to agree that that is when VP Chiwenga messed up everything. If he had refused to take up this post, chances were high that he was going to maintain his legacy within ZANU-PF. But because you are given a ministry and you have failed to deliver, who else will believe you? So it's different. So Team Zimbabwe, it is what it is.